Hey, what's up?
Hey man, how's it going?
It's going pretty good. How's it going for you?
Good, thanks.
Awesome. Well, my name's Dakota Rhodes. I live here in Cedar Rapids, Iowa, and I'm going to college, just so you know a little bit about me.
Okay, cool. It's nice to meet you, man.
Yeah, hey, it's nice to meet you. I want to start off by letting you know that I'm a huge fan, and, that's what led me to want to do this interview, so I really appreciate you taking the time to let me do this.
Yeah, I mean, thank you so much. I've only been interviewed, once before, and I was, a year ago, so this is, it's really cool. It makes me feel famous or something.
Yeah, and I mean, especially now that you're making money off your streams and stuff.
Oh, yeah, man, that whole $8.
Hey,
It's a rush.
that's still pretty impressive.
Thank you.
And how did that work, getting that $8.57 today?
So time my songs get streamed, the distributor keeps track of all that, and then they are in charge of getting my money from, say, Spotify, and then they keep all of that and send that to me after, X amount of dollars or whatever.
Right. And today was the first time that you've gotten a check from that?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
How did it make you feel?
I don't know. It made me feel well, my first thought was I want a bigger check. You know what I mean?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. So I don't know. It felt really cool, but it's it made me think okay, I need to put out more stuff so that there's more chances for that next song to blow up, so that the check isn't $8, it's maybe $100
right.
You know what I mean?
Oh, I know what you mean.
So
yeah.
Yeah.
What are some of your goals for your music in this coming year, 2018?
I think my biggest thing is I really want to. Okay, so I'm looking at my SoundCloud right now. I have 461 followers. I really want to hit by summertime next year. I really want to hit 2,000 followers.
Yeah.
Because I feel that number, you start to get looked at more in the quote unquote underground scene. You know what I mean? It's there are so many more artists that are going to look at you and then listen to your music and go, okay, I maybe want to work with this guy. And then it's I think my biggust goal with music is to work with as many artists as possible, because that's something that I don't really see from a coming up standpoint. Is there are all these artists that are sitting at a couple thousand followers, and I don't see them trying to network like that and work with other people. And I think that would help me to grow more, is just working with as many artists as possible. And of course, I tweet out really stupid stuff when it's I'm really tired, and I tweeted out by the end of 2018 I want a song with Lil Uzi.
Yeah.
And so it's I mean, that's a big goal, but I want that song with Lil Uzi Vert before the end of 2018.
That would be amazing. I hope you get it.
Yeah.
Who are some other artists that you would like to work with? Maybe some that you could work with a little sooner than Lil Uzi.
I would say I really like Lil Aaron.
Oh, yeah.
He's another bigger one, if you know Lil Aaron.
Oh, yeah. Have you listened to the Boyfriends tape that just dropped?
Yeah.
Yeah. Fire.
Yeah. Absolutely. So it's I have wanted a song with him for a long time, so it'd be really cool if I could get that to work out next year.
That would be amazing.
And Six Dogs. Six Dogs is another guy that I really like that I would love to do a song with.
That would be a banger. I love Six Dogs.
Yeah, he's cool.
Going back a little bit, how did you, what first made you want to start making your own music?
So I've been making music for about, I'm 20 now. I've been making beats since I was 12 or 13, And the first thing was, like, I would listen to, like, Daft Punk and Lil Wayne when I was, like, a really young kid, like 6 and 7.
Yeah.
And they were the first, like, artists that I was like, okay, like, I really want to do this. And so it was, like, just kind of learning more about, like, dance music and more about, like, hip-hop was kind of what made me want to start making music. But if you're talking more specifically, like, rap, I guess, I think that it was, like, I'm one of the, like, odd future kids. So, like, when Tyler, the Creator, and, like, Earl Sweatshirt were, like, first doing their thing, like, however many years ago, maybe, like, 6 years ago, that must have been. Like, I think that was when I was like, okay, I want to start, like, really hardcore trying to do this with, like, listening to Tyler, the Creator, and being super inspired by him.
Yeah. So, looking back at when you first started and looking at now, because you only have songs on your SoundCloud from, you know, with not even that are a year old. So I assume you've made a lot of growth. And, like, what ways has your music evolved since you first started?
I think that a lot of my stuff up until, like, the first song on my SoundCloud, that was June 24th that was posted, up until that point, it was all me, like, trying to copy other artists, basically, and me being like, okay, like, I want to make a song that sounds exactly like this, and X artist, X songs by them, and whatever. And I think that was really, I mean, in my opinion, you don't get big doing that, and you don't get anywhere at all really doing that, because it's like you never come up with, like, a unique sound that's, like, just you. And I think that okay, sorry, can you repeat the question one more time? I don't want to go off topic.
No, you're definitely fine, but I was just the question was how has your music evolved since you first started?
Okay. So I think that it's mostly, like, I would say that all of my songs now definitely have a cohesive sound. It's like you can listen to a song and be like, okay, that's, you know, Animepapi. And I think that that's something that up until June of this year, I couldn't say that about anything that I had made up until that point. And I think that that's something that now I'm trying to be a lot more aware of, and a lot more, like, when I'm making a song, and I find myself trying to, like, so say that, like, I record something and I'm like, oh, like, I'm trying to get it to sound more like this for this song or something. I've kind of stopped doing that, because it's like, I feel like each individual artist's, like, own literal voice is, like, something that sets people aside nowadays, because there's, especially in, like, pop music, there's a saturation of, like, honestly, like, if I listen to, like, a Taylor Swift song and, like, a Katy Perry song, I personally wouldn't be able to tell the difference in the vocals, because, like, I feel like they sound really similar and that kind of thing. So, I think that that's the biggest shift in my music, is it's like, I'm starting to really, like, focus in on my quote-unquote sound, and I'm a lot more confident in my sound.
That's awesome. And I would completely agree with when you say that you feel like you can recognize an Animepapi song just because of not only the poppy intro that you have, but just kind of like the notes that are used with the high
Thank
stuff.
You.
And
yeah,
no, it's just, I'm smiling thinking about it.
I appreciate that. Thank you so much.
Hey, no problem. And I first found you through the song 1989, and I was wondering if a certain song or a certain event, like, spiked the amount of attention and plays and likes you were getting and stuff, or was it just a steady rise?
So I will say that something that has helped me a lot with growing is it's like the first song that I posted on SoundCloud was Think to Me, and then I posted Paper Outs in the 1980. I think that the biggest thing for, like, Paper Outs 1989 and then Night Shift was I made music videos for all three of those, and then they were posted on like, an underground music YouTube channel.
Oh, yeah.
And I think that that's, like, how people have started to find me is it's like, if I was just trying to do this on my own with no promotion at all or anything, it's like, I don't know where I'd be, but I think that I can owe a lot of my, like, quick growth to, the YouTube channel is called Global, and it's like, that guy has been a huge help to me in, like, growing and all that.
That's awesome. And you are from Kansas City, yes?
Yes.
And what's the music scene like out there?
It is, I'm kind of not, I wouldn't say that I'm like, that are like in Kansas City doing their thing right now. So I would like, I think that there's a group of probably, I don't want to get this wrong, but I would say that it's 10 artists that in their like circle, they're doing shows and they're all really like working hard and growing right now. They are kind of doing their own thing. There's one of the biggest guys put out a tape that to me it sounds a lot like it's like New York boom bap type stuff.
Yeah.
So I think it's cool that they're kind of doing their own thing. I would consider myself to be a part of more of like the like SoundCloud rap vein.
Yep.
Like I personally don't hear a whole lot of the like boom bap stuff in like my section of SoundCloud rap. But I think that they're doing more of that kind of boom bap stuff in Kansas City.
So you would say like in 2017 you definitely don't need to be limited to your city, and you would consider yourself more considering your musical home the internet rather than Kansas City?
I would totally agree with that, because it's like, I mean, it's not like I'm like not cool with any of them. It's just like I don't ever hang out with any of them, right, or like work with them at all. And it's just like, you know, I think that 10 years ago, if you weren't popping in like your local scene, you didn't really have a chance. But like now, like you said, it's like the internet is kind of my community. Like all of my friends that like make music right now are like, they're all on the internet, and like I DM them every day, and like we work on shit together, and like that's kind of how I'm building myself up, is through the internet and through those relationships, rather than like getting together with the handful of other people that make music in my city and like focusing on growth that way. It's all through the internet.
Right, so there are a lot less limits this way.
Exactly, yeah. That's
awesome. And what is one of your, or not one of your, but what is your favorite song, if you can pick one of yours that you've made?
Ooh, probably, I would say, I think that Night Shift would be my favorite song of mine, just because I love the hook on that so much.
Yeah.
I remember coming home and then sitting there and like, I recorded like a little scratch vocal on like my Apple headphones, and I sat there listening to the loop for like an hour, and I was like, yeah, like this is the song, like, and I was really happy with that one. So I think that Night Shift holds a special place in my heart.
I can definitely see why, because the bar I be on my 50 Shades of Grey shit is insane.
Yeah.
Oh, man. And you said earlier about wanting to hopefully work with Lil Uzi one day and some of the other artists that you wanted to work with. But, like, putting music aside, what are some of your life goals? Like, are you a student right now? Are you working?
Yeah. So I'm a student right now, and then I work at a pizza place on breaks. And I would say life goals, I'm only in school right now as, like, a backup plan if music doesn't work out. And it's like, school has just never really been my thing. So it's like, you know, if this doesn't work out, then I would finish school, and I'm an English major right now, and I would probably end up teaching and writing and doing that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
But life goals outside of music, I think that, I mean, like I said, I think that the only big thing that I would really want to do is, you know, music or not, is at some point in my life, I think that I really want to teach. I really like even though I don't like school, it's like I enjoy imparting wisdom, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know. So I think that it'd be cool to teach at like a university level and teach like a very specific like literature class on like a specific movement or something.
I gotcha. And you're an English major at what college?
University of Kansas.
That's sweet. And how long have you been there?
I'm a sophomore, so this is my second year.
Right on. What are some of your favorite songs out right now that aren't yours? Just some stuff that you've been listening to.
Let me check. I would say, my friend Lil Fendi has put out a song called Fago Freestyle that I really love.
Mm-hmm.
My other friend Lil Waterbed has a song called Fruit Snacks that I really, really like. Let's see, what else? There's a song by Lil Tracy called Gorilla that I really, really love.
Yep.
Let's see, who else? There was an album that I was listening to recently. I'm pulling up iTunes right now. I was listening to, what was it? Oh, the new Miguel album I really love.
Oh.
I've been listening to that a lot lately.
I gotcha. Moving back to your own music, what sort of topics do you discuss in your music, and why those topics?
I think my themes that, like, consistently come up is, like, I really enjoy writing songs about, like, love and heartbreak and that kind of thing, like Night Shift, like, even songs that, like, I haven't recorded or whatever yet, they're, like, so when I'm, like, working on a song, I'll have, like, notes in my phone, and I basically, like, I'll come up with, like, a couple lines, and I'll just, like, write those lyrics down, and then I'll, like, come back to it and try to workshop it, like, later. And, like, consistently, it's, like, ends up being, like, some kind of love song, or it's, like, I really like making songs like Paper Routes or 1989, which are more kind of, like, I mean, there's no real, like, topic to them. It's just kind of like me trying to have fun on the track because I've been thinking a lot recently about, like, okay, what am I trying to say with my music? And I think that I'm at a point right now where until I decide to work on, like, an album or something, it can just be these singles that are kind of like just, you know, the topic of the song, and that kind of can be it. So I think that the biggest thing right now is I'm trying to focus on, like, just capturing positive energy in tracks, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Just talking about fun stuff. Like, everyone wants that song where they can, like, you know, yell the lyrics in the car and just feel really good about themselves.
Right.
So that's what I'm trying to do the most right now.
That's good. That's good. And finally, Animepapi, do you have any face tats planned for when you do blow up?
Yeah, I really want to get a heart on my cheek, like underneath my eye, like a really small one, because I think that would look really cool. And I thought about doing like a little star, because, like, my whole thing is I really like the term starbound, and, like, that's when I eventually do an album, like, I want that to be the title of the first album.
Yeah.
And things like that. So I thought about doing, like, a little star somewhere. I don't know, but I'm not at that point yet.
I know, but
So.
I hope you get there one day for sure. I think you have the talent.
Thank you. I really appreciate that.
No problem. Thank you so much for doing this interview with me, and I'll probably be in touch with you on Twitter and stuff, and I wish you the absolute best of luck.
Perfect. Thank you so much, man. It was great to talk to you.
Thank you. It was awesome talking to you. Have a good night.
You too. Thank you. Bye.
Yep. Bye.
That's a wrap.
That's a wrap, baby.
He was a Six Dogs fan?
Yep. Yeah, Six Dogs fan, and what was the other SoundCloud rapper?